Hello, the update. Of course, the update is a program where we highlight some of the trending issues around the globe, especially in Nigeria, news making headlines. We bring to the table issues of concern and share perspectives to get feedback from you, our audience, on these issues.
So don't miss any part of this gist. We have hot trending headlines for you right away. My name is Ehi Ohiani.
I am Sylvia Ishegbe.
And I am Makcit Rindap.
On the update today, here are the headlines. Oshibajo and others are to be in charge during President Buhari's checkup in London. International Monetary Fund (IMF) predicts that Nigeria may face commodity supply disruption due to Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Nigerians cry out as petrol scarcity persists for weeks. Lagos state government shuts down event center used for souvenir fuel distribution at Erelu Okin's party. Nigerians returnees from Ukraine receive $100 from FG to ameliorate their sufferings. Police arrest 35-year-old man for raping 11-year-old wife's cousin for 3 years. And finally, Congolese man known as Luizo marries 3 sisters on the same day. These are some of the trending headlines. Drop your comments on our various social media handles and let us know your thoughts.
Of course, the handles are Click Naija 1 on Twitter and on Instagram. On Facebook and YouTube, we are Click Naija. All right, so share your comment.
And you can join us via our website at www.clicknaija.gov.ng. Just go there, listen to us, and then take part of any part of our stories or gist that you would like. There's a lot going on there. You don't want to miss it. So much has been happening within the last 1 week, and we just want to pick a few of them to talk about as they concern us as Nigerians. And I think top on the list is
fuel as souvenir.
I mean, in the midst of the fuel scarcity.
I am telling you. And this story broke over the weekend, and people, at first, people didn't really see the implication of giving out fuel as souvenirs at parties until somebody pointed it out.
So it was a gathering, and the party where the product was distributed to guests was organized to celebrate the coronation of a popular fashion stylist, Pearl Chidinma Ogbolu, as Erelu Okin by the Ogun State monarch of Kempta, Oba Adetokunbo Tejuosho. Okay, and the celebrant apologized for her
indiscretion, for her momentary indiscretion. Her words, okay. Even though we'll probably go into what that means, but she apologized for it, but of course it was after the fact. The Lagos state government shut down the event center, and they are actually looking to getting people that were even at the party, the organizers as well, and probably the celebrants too.
You see, this story strikes me with 2 sides. You know how the Bible says a double-edged sword? Because I feel the pains of Nigerians. Like, fuel has become a serious scarce commodity, not just a scarce commodity now, but a very, very seriously scarce commodity. To get it, you have to wait for hours or sometimes for days.
And then pay too. It's an expensive commodity.
Extra. So then the creativity part of it, that for it to even occur to somebody as a souvenir, for me, got me thinking, got me wondering, how did she even think about that? But I think she would naturally think about it, because if it's something that people need, because usually the kind of things that people give out as souvenirs are things that that people like,
yes,
or they need, so.
And she actually, in fact, in her statement, she actually said she just felt like since people came out to support her in these hard times, she just felt like what was the least she could do to appreciate them, and that's why she thought of giving them fuel.
I mean, it was very pre-thought something.
Yeah, she
a lot of Derek
contacted.
Yes, they were even branded with her picture, stickers of the lady and the coronation details.
She didn't even use palm oil or red granite oil.
Well, I think since she sourced for fuel and she was able to get it for her guests, what she should have done was probably the person who owns the fuel station, maybe a friend or so. Okay, at some point, can I bring my friends after the party to get fuel?
Well, that would have been much safer.
Yes, because this actually had a lot of safety hazards to it. the fact that fuel was in jerry cans in an event center,
Enclosed
wherever, an
space.
enclosed space, even if it's an open space. And besides, you don't even have safety cautions or precautions the way you would have in a filling station. Because in a filling station, first and foremost, you don't, in fact, most filling stations, you're actually not supposed to use your cell phone.
Yes.
But people do. So things like no smoking, it's a no smoking area.
Yes.
And then this is a party where apparently there's cooking going on.
I'm telling you,
no matter
somebody
how
somewhere is eating a bar.
Exactly. You know,
Angela.
so maybe even the service point of the
Yes.
food probably still has fire on them to heat the food up, so that, you know, so a lot
of
could have really
potential
gone wrong.
incidents could have taken
Okay,
place.
but I like the quick action, the quick step the Lagos State government took to shut down the event center. But I would also say, if they did this because this thing escalated, of course, on social media, how about people who take jerry cans to fuel stations to buy and take home? It's illegal.
It is
illegal.
It's actually,
I
a lot of
remember
stations
in
don't
the
sell,
past,
but some do.
They don't allow people with jerry cans to come
Jerrycans.
around fuel stations to buy. And now this time, you just see them everywhere. Black market.
My own concern
everywhere.
is I wish they would respond to the fuel situation as quick as this was responded to. Because really,
yes.
one thing leads to another. You know, Nigeria, it's difficult to punish sin or crime. Because even the person who is trying to punish it knows that they created the situation in the first place. You know, so
Risky one.
very, very risky.
All right, we'll move on to the story where Nigerian returnees from Ukraine receive $100 from the FG to ameliorate their sufferings.
$100 each, yes.
Each. $100 each.
And according to the news agency of Nigeria, NAN, the federal government gave each person $100 because they felt like this would help them to be able to reach their relatives once they land in the country, especially that, you know, last minute everybody had to travel, some people probably don't have money on them, you know, so yes, just to aid movement once they get into the country.
So if the returnees landed in either Abuja or Lagos, for example, and we're saying that the federal government says that money was meant for transportation, and so are they expected to go by road to Lagos? I mean, if they landed in Abuja and they were to take a flight to Lagos, flight from Abuja to Lagos is at least 55,000 naira as it is presently. In fact, it's most airlines
Just say starting at 50,000.
exactly.
And above, yeah.
So and then you're giving, so which is already more than $100, and that is Abuja to Lagos. Talk more of some other further places or farther places like Abuja to Adamawa or Abuja to Bayelsa, or I don't know if there are flights to those kinds of places. In fact, some persons would have to fly and then alight and still go by road
Yes.
to some other interior or inner places within Nigeria. So this calls to question that amount, if this would really, how far that amount would
I think
go.
it will go far.
Yes,
you know.
I mean, the statement did say to just ameliorate. You understand? So it's not really like this is
To
going
solve
to,
the whole
yes,
problem.
solve the whole problem. I mean, nobody planned for the Ukraine invasion.
But
So
that
it's like
amount
saying
should have
under
at
the
least been
country.
able to pay for one flight booking. If you were to have, yes, because if somebody is stranded and he cannot even fly from the place he is, do you know that the shorter flights are even more expensive?
What
for
happens to
example,
going by road?
I mean,
their family
let us
members
say,
coming to Abuja or Lagos to pick them up.
Worst case
Because
scenario,
I know
right?
they must have called them.
It would.
do you know how much
cover
it is to
roads.
go by road now? Have you tried any of the roads? It's
And
unbelievable.
also buying fuel at this time,
Exactly.
right?
And then the higher risk, of the road, and things like these are persons who are already traumatized. And I know they've been hearing a lot of stuff about, back home this, back home that, and everything. I don't know. I just feel that, yes, the federal government actually did what they could. I just feel like more could have been done, though I know there's been a lot of reaction on social media.
Yes.
Hey, Nigeria government and
Commending,
everything.
yes.
Some persons commended, some are not commending at all.
But I mean, personally, I would commend the federal government, because I honestly, if you had told me that the federal government was going to bring out this amount of money to actually
didn't see
for
that
this
coming.
evacuation, I
I
did not
didn't.
see it coming. And I mean, I feel like in all the nations so far, Nigeria is actually one of those who have actually been very proactive about, evacuating its students, its citizens from the country. I mean, who would have thought that Nigeria. I mean, at this moment, I would say I'm proud to be Nigerian because of what has happened. So even this, if you're giving them $100 a piece, yes, it's really not, ideal.
So much.
It's not so much, but it really would help. Considering that also they didn't have to pay their fare back, because
so
the
their
government
flight back was actually free.
was actually free.
And they must have been fed.
I think even a lot of
you
parents are even just looking forward to just see their children. Really, the $100 is not the problem.
Yes.
And
for most of them, to the fact that they are now back at home, it's like a breath of fresh air. Like, okay, I'm out of that place.
But this really calls to question the next steps or the hope for these children as they come back to Nigeria, because a lot of them are like halfway their education, and so many people were there just to study medicine and things like that. It also brings the question of our higher institutions. I hear that there are about 5,000 Nigerian students who were actually stranded there, if not more. Nigeria.
So many things have come up, but anyway, we'll still keep discussing, we'll keep updating you. And if you have any comments, any contributions to the discussion so far, remember you can hit us up on our social media platforms. Click Naija One on Twitter and on Instagram. We are Click Naija on Facebook and YouTube.
Okay, so the program is still the update on Click Naija Online Radio.
Okay, we move to Congo.
Yes, we moved to Congo to talk about this young man who married a set of triplets, 3 sisters, the same mother, the same father, born the same day. I don't know
and
what
married them on
hour.
the same day.
Married on the same day to the same person. I think this is really an interesting story.
Weird.
It is weird.
It's odd, yes. I mean, we've heard of twins marrying the same person, marrying one person.
Well,
well.
Are you serious? But not in Nigeria. I don't think it's in Nigeria.
What
I know happens in
African
Nigeria.
countries. There are a couple of them that are trended in Africa. Yes, this 2 men marrying 1 woman. That's twins marrying 1 woman.
Sam said, "Crazy things are happening." Crazy.
Well, all I know is that what happens in Nigeria is maybe twin brothers marrying twin sisters on the same.
Yes,
day.
but exactly. That's not polygamy at all.
Yes.
It's still no. I've seen that really.
That is.
But this one, and the interesting thing with this story is that he started dating one of them. What's his name? Luizo,
yes.
That guy is the real Luizo.
So he started dating Natalie,
one of them.
Yes, one of them, and
he saw she took him home and introduced him to his other sisters, and straight away they all became love struck.
They fell in love with the guy. They were like, wow, it's not bad.
I guess what the sisters proposed to him. They actually did they have a meeting? 3 of them now had a meeting last day. What was that again? How they do it? Like group they put heads together and then came up with the big question. And he said the day they asked him the question, he almost fainted.
You know how they talk about twin tuition, like with twins, so in their own case, maybe they just had it in their minds, like this person was thinking it, the other person felt it in her head, the other person too felt it, and it just seemed like,
let's just do it.
So he didn't date the 3 of them, it was just one.
Well, let's say now before the wedding, he probably would have gotten to know the others too, but officially formally he met one, started dating her, and then got to meet the sisters. Now, of course, I told her sisters about the guy. So yeah, it's like they're already smitten. When they now saw him, just sealed the deal for them.
In fact, in the picture, in the
Natalie
video,
brought the husband.
The viral video, 3 of them carried him up.
Like they were looking very happy.
They were happy and
very
fulfilled.
elated. Yes. But unfortunately for the guy now, he said his parents did not attend the wedding, and he says they don't understand what he's doing. It's very unfortunate. Like
typical of African parents.
Well, yes.
Typical of African parents.
Yes.
That's to
like,
Nigeria.
I don't understand.
Nigeria is going to understand that one.
I mean, people look at it in so many ways. They would not want to see. Like for them, it's like irritating from one man to be dating, marrying sisters. It's like no.
Yeah. I don't know. When it comes to, is it family tree now or family whatever? How that plays out, I don't know what that is called, because
there's really
when a man marries 2 women, it's polygamy. When a woman marries 2 men, there's actually a woman who married 2 brothers, twins as well. That's polyandry. So, but when a man marries 3 women who are sisters,
sistiandry.
I mean, the thing is, right, at the end of the day, it really doesn't have there's nothing incestuous rather
Okay.
about it, yeah, because they are, it's just like them dating any other man. You understand? They're sisters. They're three
And
different
the
people.
three of them said they were happy doing it because they've always shared everything since when they were little. So they were
That's why I
happy
said
to
that
share.
the bond is really strong.
Yeah.
They're like soulmates. For them to like, okay, let's marry one man.
One
Maybe they
man.
planned it since when they were small.
It's
Like,
very
going to
possible.
marry,
They probably had this
everything.
plan.
They went to the same school, went to the same, maybe, okay, everything they did the same.
You know, there are even cases probably where, you know, twins would be dating the same guy and the guy would not know about it.
How?
Yes.
Oh, yes, identical twins.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, they're dating the
and
same
these three
guy.
ladies, are they identical?
They look alike. They are
Yeah.
quite alike, but I think they are a bit more mature. So there are little changes in their faces. You know,
It
differences.
was a Nigerian parent. Oh my God. Prayer has started.
You know, but
Be a prayer
some
point.
people would actually be happy about it. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like what makes them happy. Imagine if you separated them and they ended up living unhappy lives. You know, you would definitely be like, no, my babies are not happy.
Okay, you tell us what you think about this story. Feel free to share your comments, to drop your comments, and also share this video and tell us what you think about the story, the fuel distribution, fuel souvenir story, and also the sharing of $100 to you Nigerian returnees.
This program has been The Update, and the program has been produced by Hafsat Isa. We'll be here again next time to bring you top interesting hot gist. My name is Ehi Ohiani.
I am Sylvia Ishegbe.
And I am Makcit Rindap.
Bye.
Toodles.